Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Sag, welcome. It looks like in the recent past here, you've been planting seeds, and these seeds do have to do with a commitment. This could be commitment towards family. It could be a lover. It could be friendships. But you've done some work here, I see. And this is my wishing flower, this dandelion. So there's something that you've been wishing, you've been praying for. You've really been trying to bring about a long-term stability for yourself, for your family, and for those around you. And things are going to take a shift here, but you're still maybe going through a little bit of that limbo stage. Some of you are busy with maybe the holiday season, but in the near future, you have this fiery energy, which can represent you. You are a fire sign, Sag, or some of you could be dealing with another fire sign as well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I also get that you are highly ambitious at this time to reap the rewards of some of those seeds that you've planted in the past here. So I like where this is going. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the breakthrough card. So something that has caused a little bit of stagnancy, perhaps even a little bit of fogginess, because I'm getting uncertainty. I'm getting that moon energy for you where you're going to go through a little bit of that here. As you navigate forward, it's almost like you're navigating blindly, but you're trusting that things are taking a turn. And I see that coming through here. This could be an aha moment. It could be divine intervention. For some of you, there is a knowing that some sort of door is opening, but I also see that there is an ending to a cycle, ending to a situation. It could be a relationship as well, but you're planting new seeds. And even if this is something that hasn't quite happened yet on the physical, which is kind of what I sense here, energetically, you have been shifting. Energetically, you have been planting those seeds, but it's like on the physical, you're still waiting for something to happen. Now, starting off here, your overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, right? Making that dream work. This could be connecting with others, your friends, your family. As we navigate the holiday season here in the United States, you could be spending more time with family and with loved ones. I also sense that if you're in a relationship, or I mean, even if you're not, you could be talking to a coach, a mentor, a therapist, a healer, someone who can give you a different perspective or even a higher perspective, because it feels a little bit inflexible. I'm getting some of you could even have some neck issues, some shoulder issues as well. Some of you could even be seeing a rehab specialist or chiropractor, someone of that nature. But with the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like it's about working together to create a better life, working with the people that uplift you, inspire you. And what you're doing here, Sagittarius, is a lot of you have cut out toxicity. You've cut out, or you are in the midst of cutting out limiting beliefs, patterns that no longer serve you, addictions, relationships that are one-sided, relationships where you've had to learn some karmic lessons and those lessons are complete. Others of you are, cutting out things from your life that just no longer align, and you're working with the right energies. But what's crossing your path here is some sort of ending or just taking on too much, right? And that's why you are being called at this time to try to find that balance, because threes can be about harmony. But when you're crossing the energy with the Ten of Wands, sometimes this is about releasing those heavy burdens, because you may feel physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. And this is where others come in to help you lighten the load. And that's what I see here in the Three of Pentacles. This is others, whether it is family, it could be friendships. For some of you, I feel like it's important for you to speak up. I get three. Some of you could be in a sibling. There could be three siblings. There could be three of you at the home, maybe a mother or a father and two children as well. I also see that You carry a lot of the work here. You may be the sole provider or the one that's like the glue. You may have even been referred to or said yourself, this is the glue that holds everything together, or I'm the glue that holds it all together. And you have this beautiful energy, Sagittarius, where you want to help, right? You want to help others, but sometimes you help at the expense of your own self. And sometimes that leaves you feeling drained. And I feel like that's what you're wanting to put an end to. And some of you are saying, Melissa, I've already done that, right? I've put these burdens down, but there could be some things that show up here for you in the month of December where you do take on a little bit more. That's why it's important for you to ask for help. Even if it's something simple like, doing the laundry or, putting dishes away, or if you do have people over at your home, ask for a little bit of support as well. And some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, I'm the host. I'm the one that needs to do this, this, and that. But I also get here that asking for assistance, or at least accepting it. So that means if someone is in your presence and they are offering, can you accept it? Because otherwise, I just feel like you're not enjoying the moment. And that's actually the card right behind the breakthrough. Is, being in the moment, enjoying a little bit more of that instead of feeling like you're carrying these heavy burdens. Now, what's below you in your foundation? When it comes to love here, this is about you working on your own independence, you working on your own happiness. This Nine of Pentacles does show up in reverse here. So some of you could have very well been a part of a codependent dynamic. That may have even been a very challenging lesson. Some of you, that's what you are releasing and breaking free from, is codependency. For others of you, it is, maybe that emptiness, maybe feeling a little bit singled out or, isolated at times, feeling like you have to do everything on your own. I'm also getting here following through when it comes to your heart. Okay, it's like opening up to a situation, but then because of past experiences, it's like you slam that gate shut quickly. And it's like peeking your head out of a hole. If you're a gopher, right? The gopher peeks its head up out of the hole to see if the coast is clear. And then it may see something out of the corner of its eye and it kind of goes back down in its hole. I feel like some of you have done that in the past where you wanted to see if the coast was clear. You wanted to see if you could trust someone or if it was safe to open your heart up. But because you've gone through some situations, it left you kind of in that hole or in that hibernating type of energy. But the good news is you have this in your energy, even if it's in the lower polarity. So you have the ability here to come out on top, create a life that you love. This is the card of individual achievement and success. And that is the best way to attract love, right? Whether you are currently in a relationship, but yet you don't have to rely on your partner for your happiness or to create that happiness for you. It's just the cherry on the top. And if you're single and you are embracing in this energy, also meeting someone is like the cherry on the top. But I also see something with you opening your heart up, because in the recent past, we have a lot of, strength showing up here. The strength is Leo energy, and this does have to do with you being gentle, because there could have been people around you or you yourself at times that sabotaged your relationships, whether it was a sense of weakness, succumbing to situations that you knew maybe you should act or respond differently, but that conditioning creeps in and we tend to do what we've always done. But I feel like you're taking a new approach to a situation and you're not wanting to do what you've always done because you want to get a new result, right? So you're looking at some of those strengths, some of the weaknesses, you're looking at the shadows and the triggers, and you're looking at how far you've grown. And look at this. You see here, it starts off with a little cub and it kind of goes through all the family bloodline here. So this may have to do with family, right? It can be bloodline. For some of you, it was taking care of siblings. Some of you may have had to raise your siblings. For others of you, maybe you left the country or, your parents left a country to live or lead a better life, I'm getting as well. But you've had to grow into your power, and you've also played many different roles. Maybe you've played the role of caretaker, or you've played the role of mother or father, or of, even needing that inner child now love yourself. So it's like you've carried a lot of these different roles, but they've made you stronger. And you can see that there's a woman in the background and she feels good about how far she's come. And then the giraffes represent being able to see things from a higher perspective. You're able to see things that maybe you weren't able to see before, but the reason is because you've gone through those experiences. So pat yourself on the back. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. Now, what's above you? The Magician. And I love this energy here because the Magician, Gemini, here is all about you manifesting and creating that life that you want for yourself. Whether it is a higher level of commitment, whether it is, love that can withstand the test of time. For some of you, it is, buying a home with your loved ones or helping out your loved ones in some way, being a good role model, being a good influence, I'm hearing. But this is about using your power in the right energetic space. So coming from a place of love, not from a place of fear, because a lot of times when we manifest based out of ego or based out of illusions or fear, we can manifest things that aren't sustainable or they're not long lasting. They're not fulfilling. And that may be what you've learned in the past. Not that you were intentionally trying to manifest from that place, but you now know the difference. So whether you were attracting relationships that were repetitive cycles of the past or a repeat story of maybe how you've seen love growing up or whatever it may have been, you're now realizing that if I keep doing that, if I keep manifesting from that place, I'm going to continue getting what I got. So a lot of you have ascended in your energy and you're able to see from that higher perspective and you've grown. So I'm so proud of you here, Sagittarius. So let's start manifesting from a place of the heart, whether it's manifesting a soulmate, your soul tribe, friendships, whether it is whatever it may be in your life that affects your family life and your hearts. This is about you moving forward and being proud of all that you've, accomplished. You see that she holds and wears the infinity symbol around her neck. That infinity symbol represents infinite love, unconditional love, infinite abundance. And it's a reminder that that's what you are made of. That's what you can tap into and utilize at any time to manifest your reality. So this is about you having, the personal power, and you're feeling more empowered, I feel now and into the near future than you have in quite some time. But there is still a little bit of a process or an integration period or a catching up of, it's almost like time and space or energy and the physical, the 5D and the 3D. It's like meeting there in the middle to get things to happen. Now, in the near future, you have the Fool. This is beautiful because it kind of coincides with the end of the year, the end of this 2023 cycle, going into 2024. There's a new journey that awaits you here. And the Fool is quite interesting. I mean, look at these major arcanas, the Magician, the Strength, the Fool, and you actually have 3 more major arcanas. This is a big energy. It's a big month. It's a big wonderful time to be alive for you, Sag, because the Fool is about embracing this unknown, which we talked about there in the beginning. Can you take a step forward? Can you trust that, yes, this is, a new adventure. Yes, it's about you taking a chance. Yes, it may feel a little bit spontaneous, but this new beginning is being offered here to you. And you're the one that energetically has been planting the seeds to do and try something new, right? To manifest from a different frequency than what you've been manifesting in the past. And I see it coming full force. I mean, you're ready. Even though the physical may be backing up, it's like that gopher in the hole, right? Ooh, you look out there and it feels like everything's going on all around you. But I feel like you're not tucking in that hole. You're not hibernating. You're not going to do the same thing you've always done, which may be run, right? Or hide. You're showing up here in a place of love, protection, support, and trust. And that's a big part of, the Fool's journey as well. And automatically the Fool knows these things to be true. And some may say, well, the Fool is naive. The Fool doesn't know enough. But I feel like you've already gone through the experiences where now it's like, water off an elephant's back, right? Now it's like, I've already done this. What do I have to be afraid of? So I like it. What's showing up here in your energy? The Star. Aquarian energy. This is about healing. It's about not giving up on yourself, not giving up on your dreams, okay? Because it does show up in the lower vibration. So some of you are still healing. Some of you are still working on, maybe positive affirmations. It could be working on your personal healing. It could even be healing a relationship or from a relationship that could have been very heavy. It weighed very heavy upon you. You could be working with professionals to help you through this as well. But the stars are aligning to create this breakthrough in your life. And this breakthrough happens because you've been doing the work. It's not something that just, magically appears, although it may feel that way. But again, on that energetic level, you've been planting the seeds. You've been doing the work here. And what that work has to do with is some sort of long-lasting commitment, whether you're in one right now or not. You're excited. You want someone to maybe lay down with on the ground and stare at the stars and talk about everything under the moon, right? You want to have stimulating, intellectual, spiritual conversations. For a lot of you, this is definitely a soulmate connection, possibly even a twin flame where, the stars are aligning to bring you and this person together, but you're carrying a lot at this time. And it could be carrying some of the other person's crud is what I'm getting here as well. So you may be working on releasing, detoxing, letting go of, because the 10 of Wands is showing up as the challenge. But because you're such a nurturer or even a healer yourself, sometimes it's important for you to hold everything together when you yourself are feeling differently. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So it's like you want to help others, but at the same time, there is this fear at times of, well, who's going to help me? But you've been helping you this whole time. You can rely on you. And that's something you've learned. That was a big lesson here in this lifetime, that you can rely on yourself, not just financially or physically, but this is emotionally and spiritually, knowing that you have the power to create any type of life that you want here on earth. Now, what's showing up in your environment? We have some new opportunities here in the physical realm. We have the Page of Pentacles. This could be focusing on maybe children, pets. Maybe your pets are like your children. The Page of Pentacles here is manifesting a new physical opportunity. So some of you could even hear a message. There could be some sort of incoming news. This could be that maybe someone is having a family member move in with them. This could be some sort of maybe new member of the family, which could be a pet. It could be a dog, cat, rabbit. Maybe it's I'm getting here like chameleon, iguana type of energy. But the Page of Pentacles is a beautiful new opportunity that I feel like you either already know because you've planted the seeds and this is an opportunity that you've manifested, or it could be a new opportunity regarding this lasting commitment, connecting. I also am getting a specific message here. Some of you have not met some children in your family. So perhaps it's your sister's, daughter, or it could be, a relative that's maybe their children have grown up and you haven't seen them for a long time, or maybe you've never even met them. I feel like you could receive some sort of news or message about that person. Maybe it is about getting together, or it could be about, a marriage or a new home or a move, something of that nature. So please take it as it resonates. But it does look good. I like to see this new opportunity showing up because I feel like you're going to either jump on it or you're excited about it, but it's like it's here, but for whatever reason on the physical, time is of the essence. It's like you need to wait for this when you really want it to happen now. All right, maybe someone is out of town, or you are, at a distance from someone, and it's not like you can just fly to be together in that same moment or that same day. So there is a little bit of a waiting period. Some of you may even have family in different countries or different places that you really want to see, but there's timing in play. And then in your hopes and fears, you do have the Sun card. It's showing up in the reverse, which the Sun is good regardless of how it shows up. It is in your hopes and fears. So you want to feel this sunshine. You want to feel this abundance. For some of you, look at, you have that childlike, playful energy. So this could be pertaining to a relationship. Maybe you want more fun, more laughter, more innocence, more play in a relationship that you are currently involved in. Some of you, it has to do with your children or someone else's, or maybe even embracing that inner child. But the sun is the most abundant, happy, good health, life is good type of energy there is. But the key to this, we're going to bring it up here once again, is to be in the moment, because the sun isn't always shining. You realize that we have night and we have day, and that day energy is, that sunshine, when the sun comes out, but we also have that downtime. So this isn't something that's constantly presenting itself in our lives, but when it does, we want to get out there and soak up some sun. So Spirit is saying here, be in the moment and enjoy the blessings, the gifts, the celebrations, the love, the camaraderie, the conversations, the communication. Embrace each and every moment, because of course we never know when it's going to be our last. And I see here that there's going to be a lot of really happy moments and happy times coming in for you. So embrace them. The fear is, what if I don't get that? What if I can't embrace that? Well, the sun's going to come out, but we can choose to hide in that gopher hole, right? We can choose even when the sun's out there, but it's up to us to come out of that gopher hole and embrace it, right? And that's your hope. What if I come out of that hole, and what if it's just a war zone, or what if it's, dangerous, or what if I open my heart and I get hurt? Oh, but what if you embrace the sun? It could be the best thing that you ever do. Now, your final outcome, Sagittarius, is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, he looks a little bit bored, right? He looks a little bit bored. You can see that he's laying on his bed there. He has his phone next to him. He could be waiting to hear from someone, or maybe it feels like there's no one to really connect to or talk to. He feels like he's in a state of limbo. But typically when you see the Hanged Man, the Hanged Man's crown chakra is illuminated, and that has to do with that breakthrough. So something that has been a little bit stagnant, maybe it's felt routine or a little bit boring, or it just didn't feel like you were moving. You have been moving, and energetically you've been making great progress, but physically it feels like things have been a little bit stuck. But get ready, because that breakthrough is coming in, and it's going to change up and shake up a lot, especially when it does come to lasting or long-term commitments in your life. Okay, but there's a perspective shift here happening for you. When this Hanged Man shows up, it says release the need to know, right? Release the need to control, right? Know and control. That can be difficult. And embrace this new beginning that's coming up for you here in the near future, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen, right? It's here. We see that. But I just feel a little bit of boredom while you wait. But instead of feeling bored, that's why you have the sun here saying, embrace the moment, embrace what's right in front of you, embrace the sunshine, go out there. And even if you're by yourself, take yourself out to dinner, take yourself out to do something, go for a walk, spend time with those that you love, volunteer, do anything instead of just, isolating yourself. I'm getting, and this is a specific message. This could be for someone around you, or maybe it feels, maybe this is how you feel at times. Now it's kind of a little bit blunt, but bear with me. I'm getting feeling sorry for oneself. Someone may have been carrying the heavy burdens, and they may be playing a little bit of the victim mode, whether it's you or someone around you. But I feel like there's going to be a shift in perspective when it comes to that energy. I also sense gratitude and appreciation for how much you've done or what you've done. And sometimes that is separation, or it's taking space or taking time. And when they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, I don't always believe that's the case, but I do feel like absence is going to make someone appreciate what they had when they had it. I hope that makes sense. But the Hanged Man isn't going to be stuck in this position forever, but there's a lot of growth that actually the Hanged Man accumulates and integrates as they wait for things here to take shape. This is about, new perspectives. There could be some sort of delays showing up, delays maybe around meeting people or the holidays if you celebrate the holidays. So just be mindful of, or flexible, I should say, be mindful that there could be some delays this month, and be flexible within maybe travel or conversations even with people where it may feel a little bit awkward, or you may be speechless. I'm getting someone could be speechless here, from some news that comes in, but it's not bad. I don't feel like it's bad. It's just leaves someone feeling like, whoa, I never knew that person in the family was going to get married, or I didn't know that they were going to have a child, or whatever it may be here. So I feel okay about this Hanged Man. Even though no one wants to hang out in the Hanged Man energy, it can be quite enlightening, and that's what I get here for you. All right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle for Sagittarius, love and family. We have the Tribe. It's card 8, which is the strength here. And this is all about family. This is about community, networking, your soul tribe, basically. And the message here for you is all about belonging, being seen and understood. And we just talked about that as well. So it may be that someone could even be thinking about you. You could be thinking about someone else. You could be thinking about having this new beginning with someone that you either know or maybe you've never met. And it says a sense of family and friendship and knowing your place in the world. So Sagittarius, you are discovering the essential qualities that you share with another or even within yourself. Perhaps also those that you don't share. These are times when you follow and the other person leads, and there are times when the other person leads and you follow. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. And that's so interesting. If you didn't get a chance to check out the collective reading that was posted, I think it was either last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I'll link it in the at the end of the video as well. It's titled The Dance. So some of you, there could be an important message there as well. It says here, the appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another, accepting the truth that everyone has flaws as part of that dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be, right? Who you can be together, who you can be, in this relationship or with a family member or, whatever it may be for you. You're coming out stronger because of it. Excuse me. And you're learning here as well. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. Okay, we don't want to compromise, put on a mask, or be anyone that we're not just to try to fit in or keep the peace. Although sometimes it feels easier said than done, what that actually does, Sagittarius, is it allows other people to keep doing or keep behaving or keep acting the way that they are acting because there's not a boundary in place there. So if someone is, admonishing you, if they are putting you down, belittling you, this is the time to stand up. Take a stance instead of letting someone get the best of you and then you feel stuck in that energy. This is the time for you to really move forward and create change. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the tribe? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger role? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall, be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high of a cost. Yes, it does. And look at this, you can't make that up. We talked about the giraffe showing up. And this is two completely different creators, authors, and illustrators of this deck or of these decks, two different cards. And we have card 8. We have card 8. And on both of them, there is the giraffe. So there could be some symbolism around the giraffe. You may want to look that up yourself as well. Some of you could even be from Africa, or maybe you live by a zoo that has giraffes, but I feel like there's some sort of symbology around the giraffe and gaining a higher perspective in order for you to see the roles that other people play in your life. And that's why you have that 3 of Pentacles. We talked about that. It's like role playing, right? Who are you going to be today? Or are you going to be a higher version of yourself because you've also witnessed how someone else has played a role in your life? Okay, so the tribe. I feel like you are calling in new soul tribe members that are going to withstand the test of time, right? Lasting commitments, but you're also taking note of those ones that have taught you a lot of lessons along the way. All right. So let's dive in and get a message here from the crystal spirits. And typically we get a message from the animals, but right now we're going to just close our eyes for a moment if you can. Sagittarius, take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And with your eyes closed, I want you to tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or crystals that appear in your mind's eye. Now this could be a crystal that you're familiar with. Maybe you're receiving a name, a color, a shape, a feeling, or a vibrational energy. Whatever is coming up in your third eye chakra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is post whatever crystal, mineral, gemstone, or fossil you are seeing in your mind's eye. Post in the comment box below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Okay, wow. You have 5 that came out. You are the first sign that's had so many. I'm only going to read 1 from the guidebook, but you have 5. And I heard some of you say amethyst was your stone. And then I also heard emerald as well. So there's jade. I love it. Jade is the first one here. Card 27, jade. We also have here serpentine garnet, card 53, serpentine garnet. You also have aquamarine, card 7. You have aqua aura quartz, beautiful, number 6. And then lastly, which is the one we're going to read, is moldavite. Moldavite, card 35, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So when you break it down, and that's probably why they wanted me to go with moldavite, because again, 8s are very important here for you at this time, especially with the 8. And then also, I thought you had another 8 in your reading. You have a lot of major arcanas. So we're just going to take a peek at that. Some of you could be born on the 6th, the 7th, the 27th. You may be 53 years old, or that could be a life path number or a personal year number for you as well. So card 35, moldavite, is actually a very, very powerful energetic stone when it comes to, actually, I don't think it's a stone. I think it's a piece of a maybe meteorite, but it's a very transformative stone. All right, moldavite is all about transformation. And actually, this is a form of tektite. And it was, excuse me, formed when a meteorite crashed into the Czech Republic almost 15 million years ago. So it is a crystal heralding massive transformation, Sag, on all levels. This is not a stone to play with or take lightly. And it's definitely not recommended for those unwilling to step out of their comfort zone. So remember that mole? Excuse me, I was getting whack-a-mole, but it's actually gopher. So I do feel for some of you, you are coming out of, some sort of hibernation or stagnancy or an energy where you just felt stuck, because moldavite's big, and that has to do with that breakthrough. This is not recommended for those that are not willing to step out of that comfort zone, because once we engage our energy with moldavite, we need to buckle up, because things are going to get interesting. This is all about transformation, rebirth through fire. And look at this. You actually have the fire symbol here. So a lot of rebirth, and they're showing me 3333 on the clock as well. So some of you could be seeing 3s. And this is about initiation and opening to new experiences. It's revitalization and renewal. And when it comes to relationships, your message is this. As you transition to a new you will become part of a new group of people, for you are having new experiences that differ from those that came before. Old friends will be there for you, but new ones will appear, drawn to your vibration, which resonates with theirs. Although you are being initiated into a new experience, you will not be alone. So leave your fears at the door. Your community will find you, and you will know that you belong as they embrace you as one of their own. You may feel The love as you adjust to your new role, confident in the potential of those you care about coming along with you. Encourage them to believe that they too can let go of the past and transition into something better. I love this. And that's kind of what the Fool says is let's go on this journey. Let's try something new. Let's be something new. Let's embrace everything that we've acquired and accumulated from our past experiences here. So this is definitely a sure sign that you're closing the door to a situation, and tens can bring about endings, right? Again, I don't see here an ending necessarily of a relationship. I mean, it certainly could be. You have the Fool, but it's a new beginning, and it looks to be a new beginning where there's a lot more happiness, a lot more play, a lot more fun times ahead. So even if you feel a little bit shaky, or if you feel like you're stuck in that limbo process at this time, you've passed the audition, so to speak, and you're ready to step into, you know, that change. You're ready to move forward through this fire initiation and bring about a lot more love, light, happiness, and positive relationships that are healthy into your life, Sag. That is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. I would love to see those crystals dropped in the comment section below. I will enter you into that free reading giveaway, so please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already, and do comment, share, like, subscribe, and do all the things if you feel compelled. Thank you so very much for tuning in and being here today, Sag. Lots of love.